killer whales being almost pushed to extinction because of, is it directly related to these chemicals?
So this is related to PCBs. These are chemicals that really old industrial chemicals that were banned pretty much worldwide in the 80s, I think. But they've accumulated, again, really persistent. So they just stick around. They're not disappearing anywhere. And they're accumulating in killer whales. And the killer whale population off of the coast of the UK there hasn't had a calf in 20 odd years. And it's just tending towards complete extinction. If they can't have a calf, that's it. That's the end of the population. And I think that's the way it's going. And there's nothing that can be done about it because they've banned the chemicals, but it's too late. You can't.
So not a single calf. There's not a baby swimming around anywhere.
No, not in, I think it's 20, 23, 24 years or something like that specifically for the UK. But
wow.
Yeah, and there's other stories of seal pups up in Scotland being born pre-polluted with these PCBs again, these old legacy chemicals. So they're polluted before they're even born. And
have you read any of Dr. Shana Swan's work?
Yes.
She's amazing.
She's my idol.
Is she really? So she's I just had her on the podcast a couple of weeks ago, and I told her, I was like, if there was a little while there where my wife was a little concerned, she was like, who's this Shana lady, and is she making you throw away all your pots and pans? Because she was like, I was like, well, because Dr. Swan wants me, like anyway. So she was saying that these chemicals can impact children even before they're born. Like they impact their sex organs, their brain makeup. So if it can do that to humans, I imagine it's doing that to the sea life as well.
Yeah. Harbor porpoises and, like I said, seals. The chemicals can pass the placental placental membrane, and they're in breast milk as well. So all these marine mammals are being fed chemical pollutants through they don't stand a chance of not being polluted.